Hello everyone, and welcome to a special tour of Grove House today, and the gardens. We get to see the gardens and a little bit of house today, and I'll have to apologise for my shaky camera work at the start here. I do have a GoPro, but unfortunately I couldn't get it charging, so I'm on the phone today, and there's DPD coming out. I actually know the driver as well, so I was like, "Hey up mate, how are you doing?" He was probably thinking, "What am I doing here?" It's also a special day for my dad as well, because he used to work here, but he hasn't been to this place for over 30 years. And this is all thanks to the Heritage Open Days and Springfield Healthcare as well, for opening up for one day only. So thanks very much for doing this, because it's brought back so many memories for my dad. And me as a kid, we used to come here for sports days. The school I used to go to was just across the road. We used to come here for the sports days. But yeah, it was amazing to see it all. So there's a little pink flag there for the Heritage Open Days. And there, we're just about to reach the house, and my dad spotted over here his friend's plaque on the wall. So that was my dad's friend, it's still there, so he was happy to see that. Stand toes. But here it is, it's Grove House, here's the gardens. It's an amazing building. That's the first tour group getting ready to go. Our tour was a little bit later on, it was at, we got there a bit early so we can have a look around the gardens. Ours was the next tour. But yeah, here we go. This is Grove House. Well, that's my dad pointing to where my nanny, my dad's mum, that was her office where he was pointing to, and we get to see it a little bit later on, which is good. There it is. So that section in the middle was the original building. Well, there's the Lady of the Lake, and she's not in the lake anymore, unfortunately. There's her plaque. It says that she's water damage, I think she was taken out, but at least she's still there. It is a grade 2 listed building. So the Springfield Healthcare are planning to make this a whole care home, I think, but not the actual building itself. The plans look like just down here, we're going to build a massive complex. So the Lady of the Lake, who's in the car park now, unfortunately, there is a lake. We get to see the lake a little bit later on, but it's overgrown massively. There's the tower. Nice big tower. My dad's been up there a few times. He said it was a bit rickety. He used to be the boiler man here. He used to be, well, sounds like he did a bit of everything, the gardening. Yeah. General maintenance and all that. There's the gardens. They used to have garden party. There is a video on YouTube where there's barbecue here, where they've got that barbecue going with the burgers, sausages on there. They've got all the marquees in the gardens. So everyone's having a good time, but now it's just all overgrown, unfortunately. There's the tower. It's a lot of family history here for me as well. Obviously not for me, I just did the sports days here, but my mum used to work here, my dad worked here, my granddad, my nanny, my great-grandma and granddad. That's what my dad was just showing me here. My dad's grandma and granddad used to live here, so it'll be my great-grandma, my great-granddad. Little courtyard there. My dad was telling me this garage, he fitted an engine for a car in there and just left the other engine. He wanted to go see if it was still there. But he's just showing me here, this is where my great-grandma and granddad used to live, the side entrance in there. No access to it now. Yeah, it's a shame really. We do get to go in the house a little bit later on, but the lady did say unfortunately we can't open it up fully because there's roofs that were caving in, and you know, which is a shame because you know, we'd like to see more of the place, but we do get to see, you know, the main sort of entrance and the ground floor. So yeah. So this Grove House is a former inn, school, house and orphanage on Skipton Road, Harrogate in North Yorkshire. Built in 1745 to 54 as the World's End Inn. It was later greatly expanded as the home of the prominent inventor Samson Fox. It was the first house in Yorkshire to have lighting by water gas. It is a Grade 2 listed on the National Heritage List of England, so that's why we can't do anything with the actual building itself. But down here, this is where on the plans they're going to build the complex. So I did ask about the Lady of the Lake, and she's not going anywhere. She's Grade 2 as well. So yeah, my dad used to plant all these flower beds down here. You can see they've been filled in now. And the lake, it's all overgrown. You can't even see it anymore. It's all overgrown around the sides. This used to be quite a big area, my dad was saying. There's the lake there. That's where the Lady of the Lake would have been. But she's been replaced with a new fountain. She was there for a long time though. I think she was removed in 2000. It says on the plaque, on the picture, if you pause the video on the plaque. She was there for a long time. This is where my grandma and granddad used to come. My granddad and my nanny used to come down here when they were courting, see each other, he told me. So yeah, a lot of family history. Quite a way, the gardens are massive. You don't realise it's quite hidden away. My dad was saying he doesn't know if this wall was there before. It might be a new build, that. From when he was here anyway, 30 years ago. Yeah, all overgrown. He said there was a walkway just up here. You can see the hand railing if you look closely, just through these bushes here. There was a set of stairs there. You can see the hand railing, but you can't access it unfortunately. And just after where my great-grandma and great-grandma used to live, there was stables to the left. This house is built there now, but the stables have been converted into apartments, flats. Quite a long time ago actually. There's the tower. Used to have garden parties all in here with the big marquees. There is a video on YouTube of it. Bench there, there's an urn being knocked over. Such a shame, isn't it? Look at the size of that. It's huge. You just don't realise how big it is. So the World's End Inn, 1752 to 1850. I was just pointing at the that was a path down there where you could go. And the big marquees when we were having the parties, he said. Saying, yeah, there used to be crowds full of people in here. There's a lot of memories for a lot of people in here, a lot of good memories. The earliest reference to the World's End Inn was... Oh, he's just telling me as well. I got a right tour today, I tell you. He was telling me all these bushes were all trimmed. You know, I used to do the gardening as well. I got a tour outside by my dad, and we got a tour inside by Bill. Big shout out to Bill, thanks for the tour. He was also my dad's friend as well, they knew each other. And there was one part in the tour where my dad, actually, Bill didn't know what, he got something wrong and my dad corrected him. He was like, oh yeah, that's right, thank you. So yeah, he knows his stuff about this place as my dad. He spent a lot of time here. There was also a secret set of stairs there. My dad was just showing me this holly tree here. At Christmas time he used to make a load of wreaths for everyone, and that's where he used to get the hollies from, this tree here. I think he said I made about 400 or 200 to 400 every year back in the day. That's where I used to get all the holly from. Yeah, all these were all trimmed, he said. It's well overgrown now. Here's the gardens. More of the gardens, should I say? It goes way back. So the earliest reference to the World's End Inn was in 1728, but the inn may date back earlier when Harrogate was expanding as a spa town. The present building was originally constructed in 1752 to 54 as a square-shaped hostelry around an inner quadrangle. There is evidence to suggest that it served as coaching inn and staging post for passengers and mail from London to York. There we go, and it became, my dad was just telling me that it used to go all the way back there. And there's train lines further back there, there's football there, if you fancy a game of football. And all these apple trees are here now. There we go, apple. Who wants an apple? It became Grove House in 1850 to 1926. In 1882, the house was bought by engineering inventor Samson Fox, a self-made man. He had created the Leeds Forge Company, and through his invention of the corrugated flute, he made himself a multi-millionaire. Imagine being look how overgrown that is. Imagine being a millionaire in the 1800s and early 1900s. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? For today's money. His descendants include an actor, Edward Fox, and his daughter, the actress Amelia Fox. My dad was looking at his old greenhouse here. He used to help out with the gardening. He said there was another one as well. But look how overgrown that is. He said there was another one a bit further around, but they don't know if they took it down. You can only see one. Samson Fox built himself a fully equipped workshop in the basement and added the royal stables. The basement was my dad's workshop. That's what he said to. He was the boiler man, so he had must have been Samson Fox. It would have been nice to see it where my dad worked, but we didn't get that far, unfortunately. But I'm so happy that we did get to go around the gardens and go inside a bit. And he added the royal stables, which included a Turkish bath for his breeding stock. Stables clock tower and much of the interior panelling, stained glass and plasterwork to create the new rooms in the house were all recovered from the recently demolished Dragon Hotel. Well, there it is, that's where we used to do the sports day at school. I think they still do it with the kids across the... Come here, do your egg and spoon race and, you know... I can't remember what else we used to do now. I think that was a flower bed. There's a summer house there. Here we go, our tour's about to start soon. So you'll see a lot of REOB sort of symbolism and stuff inside the building, which was bought by the REOB in 1926. The Royal Antediluvian Order of Buffaloes needed a new orphanage led by Lord Alston to raise funds to build and furnish a new orphanage. Buffs were urged to buy a brick or yard of turf at the cost of 1 shilling, with each donor presented with a certificate. The RUB agreed to purchase Grove House for £10,000. Wow, in 1926. Wow, my 1-bedroom flat cost literally 10 times more than that in, 5 years ago? Which also facilitated the move of the Grand Lodge's offices from Sheffield. The orphanage opened during Easter 1927. So here we go. Oh, we're going in. We're going in now. And this isn't the tour. The guy just says, oh, just have a walk in. But, we couldn't go. We can only go in this room here. I was trying not to get everyone in, because I don't like being a camera shown in my face, when I'm just looking around somewhere. So I tried. That was my dad there talking to the organizer. And I was like, wow, look at this fireplace. It's crazy, this. But yeah, it's a bit shaky. I thought, oh, there's people walking in, walking out. I don't want to get anyone in. But here we go. The tour's starting now. And silly me, I had the camera the other way, but I do turn it around in a second. But this is the main entrance as you walk in. My dad he got a bit confused with the rooms. I think the rooms have been moved about a bit. There he is, look. Must have been a right nostalgia trip from him. And here we go, we're going back through it now. That's my dad there saying that was a lift there. That's a lift going right up to the top. It's being hidden away now. Here we go, a little sneak peek of the fireplace. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? There's your main hall, your main entrance. My dad was telling me he did all the wallpapering in this room all throughout. I says, well, that must have been... Oh, he tells me there's a hidden staircase behind that door that goes all the way up to the top as well. Because it was a convalescent home, and that's the matron used to live up there, I think he said. But yeah, he did all this wallpapering with his friend. He wasn't just in by himself. The fireplace, I was like, whoa, there's a fireplace there. I was shocked at that. And I says, hey, look at that, look. Wallpaper's falling down there. Not done a very good job with that wallpaper, it should last 50 years. It's just gone 30 years, it's falling down now, look at that. But look at this, and the tour guide was showing us the doors. But it was pretty... I could spend all day in there looking around. It was a half an hour tour. But I'd love to have just be let loose in there, walk around, and just document everything. Just keep it all with a better camera, obviously. But he was telling us about the doors, and that leads up to the tower. Oh, there's an entrance there under the tower. I think you can get through the tower that way. And it was like, right, turn around. So yeah, there's the doors, but I wanted to go have a closer look, but I was at the tail end of the tour there. And we go back through over to this room now, over to this side of the building. My dad was saying that was the Grand, or it was the pub or the bar, I think, as well at some point. But he said it's the Penfold Lounge or something on the door. So that's the main, I think that was the main room. There it is, look, and the stained glass ceiling as well. It was amazing, look at that. I think it's all to do with astrology. And that's the RAOB Grand Primo chairs that the boss man used to sit on. I hope I'm not butchering any of this stuff up, but this is just from what I got from the tour. You know, I don't know much about the order, or there's another fancy chair there. And there's the fire. This is what I really wanted to see, the fireplace in this room. Look at this room. Look at that, the mermaid fireplace. It is huge. I was amazed, just amazed by that. Imagine setting up a game room in here. It'd be great, wouldn't it? Get your Xbox, PlayStation on the big telly, on one of these fancy chairs. Get that fire going. Oh, it'd be amazing. That bit around the fireplace is not original, but that's all the members of the RAOB on the wall there. And that plaque, I can't remember what, I think it's Latin, but I think it just means, you know, we all make mistakes. Something like, look after your brothers and something like that. But there's the fireplace. But yeah, that thing kind of ruins it in front of the fireplace, but look at that with the hallway. And it says SF for Samson Fox above the fireplace in a second. Let's have a look. There you go, it goes all the way, there's the SF, Samson Fox. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. Look at that fireplace. That's the plaque up there. That is amazing. This room is amazing. Like I say, I don't know what they're going to do with this building, because they can't do much with it. It's grade 2 listed now. And it's quite an emotional moment for my dad here, because that was my nanny's, my dad's mum's office. I don't think we were supposed to go in here, but I thought, oh, I'll have a look at these pictures here. But that was the other entrance, the south entrance. So if you want to pause and have a look at that. And I didn't get a chance to read that, but I was like, oh, I better get out because the tour's leaving without me here. But yeah, that was my nanny's office when she used to work here. She used to do the calligraphy. I was just mesmerised by all the details everywhere. Imagine that fire roaring and... oh, it was amazing. But I just felt like, oh god, the tour's leaving. They're all going up the stairs here. That's the names there. It all dates back from 1966, I think the first name was there, till 2015. So it needs updating quite a bit. But yeah, like I said, I didn't really get a chance to have a proper look at stuff. I didn't want to, you know, dawdle about. But like I say, I could have spent all day in there. And these windows, just amazing, aren't they? Turn around the corner, everyone's up the stairs like, come on Wixley, what are you doing here, sunshine? Get up here, we're waiting for you. I'm sorry. But yeah, look at that fireplace, amazing. And if we look up again in a second, it's all stained glass ceiling. All to do with astrology as well, he said. It's really interesting. And that's it now, that was the end of the tour. We're leaving. And these two ladies here were talking to my dad. Said, oh, you seem to know quite, look at these chairs as well. They said, oh, you seem to know quite a bit about this place. Can you tell us any more? And he was there chatting away to him for ages. Yeah, that was the lift. And here we are back outside now. Kicking everyone out. Come on, get out now. Yeah, people are still living in here. For the time being, until they start development, if the plans get passed by the council. Yeah. So it's not abandoned, it's not derelict or anything. But yeah, I hope this was a nice little trip down memory lane, because there's a lot of happy memories for a lot of people here. In fact, I was the youngest person here. You could hear people walking around. I don't think my dad he knew a few people there. But oh, there's the summer house. But one of the guys who walked past, he said, "Oh, I used to repair that clock over there, and I used to do this." And yeah, there's a lot of memories for a lot of people here. Look at the gardens there. So the RAOB sold Grove House in 2006. Oh, 2016, sorry. And nothing much has happened to it since, really. But yeah, my dad said it's so strange being back. Over 30 years since he was here. A trip down memory lane. There he is, look. I used to work here. It's a huge building. It's a shame we didn't get to see more of it, but I'm happy that we did get a chance to see it, because that's it now, close to the public. There he is, look. I took that picture of him, he says get the whole building in, so there you go. And he took one of me, there's me, all tilted, look. Can't even hold the camera up straight, can he? And that's a bit of information about the house, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.